G'day, this is Captainoob, but this is a Vampire's combat shotgun with bullets exploding for area of effect damage and +1 perception, major and minor legendary effects, respectively. So, this shotgun, it's explosive, it's going to be powerful, everybody knows that. So I want to take a little bit of a moment to sort of break down why they are so powerful. So obviously, shotguns need to have a high base damage, otherwise in close quarter situations where things can easily hit you and shoot you and punch you and kick you and all that, you want high damage to be able to dispatch of the threats when they're up close before they can kill you. So that's pretty good. Now if you get the explosive damage, which does multiply off the base damage, which is already high, you can get even more damage out of that. And since this thing fires, I believe, 7 projectiles in one shot, you're getting that explosive damage 7 times over, which is going to be extremely powerful, yes. Now couple that with the vampires thing that we usually do, which is gauge our health to about under 20%, use Nerd Rage Adrenal Reaction to give us even extra damage over that. We can make this thing very, very powerful indeed. So let's go ahead and start speccing up this thing's damage to, you know, make it seem a little bit more appealing in the damage numbers. So we'll chuck on all of the shotgunner perks. There's Master Shotgunner and Regular Shotgunner. We've also got Scattershot down here for making the shotguns lighter and making them reload faster. Skeet Shooter to make them more accurate at range. And of course we're going to be using Demo Expert to boost our explosive damage even more. And of course in luck, Bloody Mess always has a spot in my perk builds, and with all of that we get 272 damage. Excellent. But before we discuss the damage further, I want to go over the healing powers of this, which are quite surprising when I first shot something with this. Basically, when you shoot something, it heals per projectile you actually land on the target, making it an exceptionally powerful healing weapon, which is going to be great because I'm going to do that vampires tactic that I usually do. So we're going to be in safe hands when it comes to healing, yes. And the cheeky bastard dropped me a drill. Alrighty, so our health bar is looking more red than anything else, which brings our shotgun to 468 damage. That's probably enough damage to shoot things and kill them in one shot, right? Alrighty, so here we are just outside of Muties Plaza where we usually are, and here are my buffs. And here's my gear, all unyielding, including that one actually. Alright, looks like I took that one off to make sure I take rads quicker, so good. We've got it back on. Now one thing about shotguns is that when they're explosive, you can actually make their range a lot better than what it ought to be without it. Because obviously I don't think the explosive projectiles sort of care about being more at range. As long as you get those explosions around your target or on your target, they're going to do the damage that they are going to do regardless. So with that in mind, we can actually use this for a little bit of sniping if we want. What do you mean so boring? That's why I don't really mind putting a suppressor on this thing, because you can just use the explosive damage to get you over the line anyway. And obviously the extra unyielding sneak bonus there is doing well. And the high intelligence is going to give us a lot more XP when we actually slay these muties. Almost 500 apiece. That's huge. This is a power leveling weapon right here. Alright, so we're done with this first lot here. Obviously damage is going to be at 60%. 639 damage, which is 6 and the 3 and the 9. If the 3 was going to be a funny number. And more shotgun sniping. Let's see what we can do from back here. Look at that. That's unheard of range from a shotgun. So yeah, that's definitely why I want Skeet Shooter. Definitely true barrel. You can put a true stock on it, but honestly, that's only usually a definite thing, a must-have for a 2-shot explosive combat shotgun. I usually just go with a forceful stock because it's metal and it looks cool, and also it helps me reduce that recoil ever so slightly more. And now we are through with this first couple of super mutants. So we'll hop on inside after I pick up all of the legendaries I may have gotten, and I'll see you inside. Alrighty, now we're inside, and looks like we've got some spawns happening here, which is good news. So we'll just get started. We'll come back to this room a little bit later, but I just wanted to check down that hallway, see if we've got some sort of, well, there's a doggo down there. All of these people decided not to spawn, so that's a little bit unfortunate. They'd only get one shot at anyway. Oh, it's because a lot of them are spawning as dash piles. Sure, whatever. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's just a robot. Well, I'm gonna kill the robots anyway. One of them was legendary. I'm gonna pinch that legendary. What'd you have? Life-saving. Well, I don't really need that. I've got a shotgun that gives me excellent healing powers, so that's fine. Well, something's got these super mutants all riled up, and I can't see because that goddamn trapper arm, but we'll keep on going regardless. Another 3-star legendary there. Ooh, Ghoul Slayer. See, this is why it annoys me when people complain about their drops all the time, because I don't always get great drops. In fact, this is a weapon that I'm merely borrowing because they said, oi, it's a good weapon, and I was like, yeah, alright. And then I witnessed the healing powers on it, and I was like, well, shit. You didn't tell me that you gave me a god weapon. But yes, thank you to BRB for letting me use this bad boy once again. She's actually the one who gave me the the anti-armor fire rate handmade a while back. That doggo died of a heart attack, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. It's a little bit annoying when enemies die for no particular reason, but honestly I don't really care if it's a doggo because they like to run into your face, and usually that means you kill yourself with own explosive damage, which we've actually avoided pretty well so far, so that much I am happy about. So we'll move on to the FEV VATs now. There's usually a fella over here. There he is. Take him out. And then he explodes like a second later because of lag. Oh, what a pipe wrench. Right, we'll quickly jump down here to their level, and now we can take them out without having to fire through a fence, which is a lot more reliable that I've found. You don't want to shoot through the little wall or floor things. It just doesn't really hit them as much as it ought to. So far, so good. I don't think we've actually been detected yet, so the suppressor is doing good work. It's definitely a wise decision to put a suppressor on a shotgun sometimes, especially when you're a little bit squishy like this. So if you've got a blade explosive combat shotgun, definitely chuck a suppressor on because, you know, you want to make enemies not hit you at all. So making enemies hit you, or the likelihood of enemies hitting you less likely, that's of course exactly what you want. So there's nothing wrong with putting a suppressor on a shotgun, you nerds, alright? In fact, it provides heaps and heaps of benefits, especially if it's explosive, because you don't really compromise on range all that much. You saw, even if it is an explosive, my instigating one was one-shotting super mutants left, right, and center in this place. All you do was sneak attack criticals, and I don't even think I had covert operative on either. I could have gone even better, albeit at only a 50% increase, but there was enough with the instigating effect alone to do that well. Alright, so who's left at this point? Just those guys. And we've hit the double sentry, have we? That's nice. We're only a couple of levels off winter with this character. I use this character quite a bit, actually. See, it's because I'm able to use so many weapons effectively. That's why I can just keep on going. Whereas winter, usually she runs out of ammo with her automatic weapons, and then she's stuck for a while. She has to keep on farming. This one's a little bit different. And we are finally detected, but it's not going to matter all that much because we've slaughtered a lot of them very, very easily with, I don't think they even hit us that whole time, so that's good. You know, apart from excruciatingly painful radiation sickness, Miranda's probably feeling fine. Right, let's see if we can't kill Swan faster than he can bother to scream. Well, it'd work if we were able to shoot him. I don't know what that was all about. Though he's just gonna do a sexy man pose because Enforcer got him, so whoops. Too bad for you, Swan. Yeah, he's totally stuck. The power of Enforcer, ladies and gentlemen. Do not underestimate it. Even in PvP scenarios, that's good. Ha! I died because I was sitting in the water for too long. Oh wait, no, it's because I ran out of food. That was dumb. So a quick word of advice for those who would wish to reproduce this build themselves in this tactic. Make sure you are well fed at all times because you'll drop a lot of health out of your HP bar if Rejuvenated isn't kicking in, obviously being well fed. So it fell under, I think, a 75% threshold, and that dropped my health back down. I get 50 extra health, and that would have dropped it back down to 1, and then I would have died for no particular reason at all, but whatever. It happens. Do we have ghouls spawned in? Looks like we do. And in addition to that, they are nuke zone ghouls. That was lucky of me. Hopefully all of these giant piles of ash don't, make my spawns happen less. And whoop, looks like I crippled that guy's legs, and a nice double kill there. We're well on our way to the next level. Problem with I literally locked myself in. That was bad. That could have gone much, much worse. So, no sneaking this time. We're just going to be luring these ghouls out as quickly as we can. Obviously using marsupial, sticking around here so that when we try to jump out of our way, we aren't going to bump our heads on the ceiling and then get hit by the ghouls anyway. We'll keep on going. Apparently these ghouls aren't really keen on, seeing what this bad boy can do, and why would they? They probably got word from Super Mutants there's a crazy lass around with an explosive shotgun. She's almost dead, but you can't kill her, so, it's a psychological thing. They see your health bar and think, shit, yeah, this is gonna be easy, but then you turn around and shoot them, and it's just a morale breaker for the AI. It's rough for them. So these ghouls are lazy assholes still, and there's another 2-shot Gatling. It'd be funny if that one was explosive as well, but alas, just a single star. Might as well engage in a little bit of stealth shot. Nope. Nah, you're a little bit too close, mate. Thankfully, Speed Demon had our back there, and that was a little bit too close. We're probably getting even more damage now because we're at... How much health do we have, by the way? Just 1. Okay. That was too close. We'll have a look at our damage now that Adrenal Reaction should be at 100%. 639. Okay, it was at full before, but are we done? I think we're done at this point. I don't think it was a full spawn, but judging by the... Oh, there's another one. We're not done yet. Let's, yeah, this is going to be just guerrilla warfare tactics, is it? See, the only problem with using Vampire's explosive shotguns is that, your ability to deal damage in close quarters, which is the shotguns, that's what they're good for, is a little bit limited because you'll end up killing yourself basically all the time. I'm in really bad shape right now. Alright, I think all of these lads are out. No, that one's not. Put an end to his ghoulish misery. And there we go. It was bound to happen. Now, unfortunately, what happened there was the game actually... I literally couldn't spawn anywhere but Vault 76, but I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. Alright, so when it comes to fighting these crabs, at least in this location, everything's a little bit more wide open, so we should have no trouble capping all of these crabbies' asses. Is that how you say it? You put a cap in their ass, although, it's not really a cap gun, is it? Is that another 3-star? I don't know why the legendary RNG is so good today. Is it because I made it? Is it because I made a level 5 or a charisma 50 character? A charisma 15 character, actually. Yeah, I heard that was a thing that exists. Like there was something like charisma changes what loot you get, or charisma determines something. All right, let's get a grenade going on. Hopefully I'm not too late, and get out of that water, it's irradiated. There's the queen. As you can tell, no problem taking anything out with this thing. And the queen's now in tiny little bits. So I wasn't actually told that this was actually a god weapon. Oh, it's actually a marine tactical helmet and wetsuit. Nice. Well, that's alright then. So yeah, we'll move on to a bat. We'll see how it does then, and hopefully we can get rid of this fucking fog, to be honest. Alright, so the bat is out, and I should make short work of it thanks to, well, this explosive shotgun. No, it's just gonna resist all of that damage, but, the game will remember that I've hit it, right? But, it's just resisting all the damage because it's a moving target, and I believe how it works is... Oh, there's more crabs. They're back for revenge. I believe how it works... Oh, it's actually a Mothman. Well, 2-shotted a Mothman. Now let's focus on the bat. Basically, I think how it works is the game places an explosion where you land the projectile. Sometimes it doesn't quite land where it needs to. Either that or Scorchbeasts have some sort of inbuilt flak jacket thing which allows them to, you know, just take all of this explosive damage. As Wolf is here as well. Okay, weird. He can't move right now, and he's not going to be able to move because I've crippled basically everything through gratuitous shotgun spammery. So you can go away. Unfortunately, it's just going to take ages, so I don't know. I thought there wasn't a bug to do with explosive stuff when it comes to Scorchbeast, but it appears that I've found it. Oh, well, that one was alright. That did okay. Normally, I'd recommend bouncing splash damage off the ground. Okay, what is with this game? Sometimes, yep, he'll just resist 90% of what you do, but then he flies and then he doesn't. Probably bugs, netcode bugs, and ooh, not having, well, look at that sniping though. Not having that concentrated fire perk does make this thing too good in bats, but we don't really need it. Anyways, so that was the Vampire's explosive shotgun. It performed as expected. God weapon. Didn't really see much of that healing bonus, but whatever. We didn't even get shot all that much, so, you know, we didn't really need that insurance policy of the explosive legendary effect. So, you know, if we got a bloodied combat shotgun, would stick a suppressor on that just to see how he goes. But yeah, that is a video for another day. If you'd like to see this thing in your game, well, you better ask BRB nicely for it, because this is going straight back to her. So she's gonna have the God weapon now. Good on her. She deserves it. Thank you for watching, guys. Also, on that whole problem with the repair things thing, okay, so notice how this thing's basically fucked as post-recording, by the way. So she survived, but we can repair that with an improved repair kit. I just happened to get one of those off a Scorchbeast Queen, apparently. And now it's already 150%. Those ones were from a Scorchbeast Queen, so it's a reward for killing a thing. But the ones that you buy from the Atom store, I don't know, it feels a little bit pay to win, but still, you have to go through all of these menus to repair it, so in a roundabout way, it's going to make you very vulnerable while doing that, which in a close quarters PvP situation, you will not have time to do that. So, as it's sort of half, I don't know, it's kind of pay to win, but it kind of isn't. It's weird. I don't know, I'll have to put more thought into this, but it's definitely not looking good, to be honest.